interrogation that I confessed to the crime in court. The social worker says I never confessed, and I tried to leave several times, and he forced me back down in my chair. And that he lied in court against me about everything. The social worker didn't really want to go on record, but he had to in federal court. While in state court, I had the case moved to Anne Arundel suing my relatives because of the high prejudice in Howard County Circuit Court. After showing the documents in Anne Arundel County Court, by the way, Bob Flanagan was representing my wife's relatives. The judge says it would be mistrial after mistrial if I required a jury. I said, well, I'll go with the judge. You, Your Honor, to judge it. He said, well, with the documents I see showing that this girl's an illegal alien and you all committed fraud against the Bly family, I would totally rule against him. I don't even have to go to trial to decide this case. I've already seen all the evidence Mr. Bly has. You better talk plea bargain with him. So they signed a paper saying my brother-in-law was going to give me $1,000, $50 a week for the next year or so, or whatever it was. I didn't want money. I wanted to prove my innocence and clear my name. In Vietnam, just like my Facebook page says, I learned how to duck. I was driving truckloads of explosives, being shot at all the time in Vietnam, being mortared, etc., trying to blow me up. If you ever drove an Army truck, they don't have power steering, and when you're driving on pothole after pothole after pothole on dirt roads, it's all you can do to hold them straight when you're overloaded with explosives. All I did was duck and step on the gas, hoping they didn't hit anything on the back, and I'm here today because they didn't. But I did have bullet holes. This is ridiculous. I even went to the Supreme Court, and they said they're not interested in a complete conspiracy to convict me. After trying to take my home, they couldn't. They wanted to convict me of a crime, to shut me up, to bankrupt me. That didn't work. I'm running for Congress now. I'm running for United States Senator. I even ran for State's Attorney in 2002. They told me since I was not a member of the Maryland State Bar Association, I couldn't run for State's Attorney, even though I have more legal practice than most lawyers. Most lawyers, 99% of them I met, were idiots. But anyway, at a trial hearing, a deposition hearing in front of the U.S. District Court judge, this young woman took the Fifth Amendment on everything. Her age, her identity, the facts of the case, my criminal case, etc., or what she told the police. Fifth immunity on everything. Doesn't that show that I was, how can I be convicted of child abuse and assault and battery of a minor and fourth-degree sex offense against a minor when she was 22? The worst thing they could convict me of, which they kept trying to plea bargain, was the fourth-degree sexual offense, which is a misdemeanor punishable by no more than 90 days in jail or a $500 fine. That's what they kept trying to plea bargain me to. And I refused because I didn't molest this girl in any way, shape, or form, clothed, unclothed, with my hands or anything. But I'm a convicted felon, and mainly because I'm a Vietnam veteran. How in the hell can they put in a category all veterans as being PTSD, baby killers, women killers, and drug addicts? Yes, I'm a drug addict. Right here is my drug. I never tried pot, cocaine, heroin, or anything else they had in Vietnam. But I've been smoking since I was 5 years old. And that's over 60 years of smoking now. This judge took the status quo of Vietnam veterans and condemned me for conspiring with the prosecutor, the police, and the social workers to make this illegal alien a citizen, to convict me, to try to get me out of my home in Howard County on Route 1. People ask me if I want a revolution. Damn right I want a revolution. We need to throw all of these crooked people out of office. And you know what I think about the police? They're the biggest, baddest, organized gang in America that will lie, cheat, falsify everything.
Yes.
But thank God, video cameras on cell phones now prove how much they're lying, especially against minorities. But they do that to us too, us white boys, before, when I lived in the ghetto of Washington, D.C. And then they lie that we attacked them first. I hate this country as it is now. I love our Constitution, I love our flag, I love the Bill of Rights, but we don't have it anymore with what they've done to me. I cannot get my conviction overturned. You know why? Every lawyer I've tried to hire has told me this. If they overturn yours with this preponderance of evidence I have of several judges, several prosecutors over the decades, several police officers, all the corruption, they would have to overturn 500,000 cases that any of these judges, police officers, prosecutors, etc. had ever touched as suspicious because of the overwhelming stuff they did to me in getting my illegal conviction. Even if I get my conviction overturned and it's expunged, it will never be wiped clean. It will always be on some database somewhere saying, like the lacrosse players in North Carolina, that they were arrested for sexual assault of a young lady. Even though it was proven and the case was dropped, if a police officer goes in the files, oh, this guy was raped a young lady, but they dropped the charges. Maybe it was a technicality or something. You never can clear your name once the police screw you, because they have to keep a record of it somewhere, and they won't mark it illegal. I've tried the Attorney General. I've tried 4 presidents now, writing them letters. I've tried everything to get my case opened up, and I am acquitted on record. That this girl be deported back to Vietnam and her citizenship stripped. She's defrauded everything you can imagine, from welfare, food stamps, housing, and especially my family, of a lot of money, me having to fight this. My next recording will be of what Howard County has done to my home in 40 years of me trying to live here. What do you think about it? I stand a convicted felon of child abuse against a 22-year-old. Can anybody out there help me get my case reopened? And I'd like to see 500,000 Howard County cases overturned and people left out of jail, even if they are guilty. Because that's how mad I am at this court system in Howard County and the prosecutors and the police. Thank you.